Welcome to the fourth part of our UO Forever quick start guide for new players. Now we're going to take our character to a few shops that we want to stop in before we leave town, and to get some skills trained from so that we're ready to go and start our adventures in the Ultima Online world. So we are going to use our map to navigate the city of Britain, which is where we are right now. We are going to head west across the city to find the healer shop, where we are going to train our character in healing. So you just want to hold right click and aim where you want to go. It's a little bit laggy for me right now because I'm uploading some of these videos. So now just follow me on the map there. You can see how I'm moving westward. There will be maps of the city of Britain on the UO Forever website that can help you figure out where the different shops are, so you know exactly where you need to go to get trained. As I roll up here, you can see the names of the NPCs inside this building say Healer, and if I left click on the door sign there, you can see it says Healer Britain. I'm going to open that door using my open door macro that was enter, and to interact with any NPC, just left click on them and the little interaction window will pop up. So I have a bunch of options. I can buy items, sell items, train some skills, and so I'm actually going to train healing, and the number will pop up for how much it's going to cost me, 427 gold. So I need to left click and drag off my gold pile and type 427, and then drop that on the guy who's going to show me, and it shows that my healing skill is now increased to 45.8, which is decent. It's about halfway to 100, so that's a pretty good start. The healing skill is going to allow us to use bandages to heal our hit points. You can heal yourself, or you can heal other players using the bandages. And now we're actually going to head south from the healer shop to the weaver shop. You'll see a couple other shops around here, gem shop, provisioners. I'm going to go through right now how to interact with vendors so you can purchase things. Okay, let's open this door. So again, left click on an NPC. We're going to go to buy. We can see all the items they have available for us to purchase. We actually want to purchase a set of scissors so we can chop up cloth, and we also need to purchase a couple of bolts of cloth. We're going to cut these bolts of cloth up into bandages. So if you didn't notice what I did there, when you want to buy something, you double left click on the object and it'll add it to your list, to your bill of sale, and you can plus or minus to purchase it. When you're actually ready to purchase it, you click the accept button. If you don't want to buy any of these things, you want to start over again, just right click it and then it'll close it. Okay, in my inventory I've now got my bolts of cloth. Each bolt contains 50 yards of cloth, which turns into 50 bandages. I've also got my scissors. To use them, I'm going to double left click on them, and then a cursor will come up, and I'll left click on my cloth. Now it's folded cloth. I need to double click on my scissors one more time and left click on the bandages. Okay, so now I've got these bandages that I can double left click and click on myself, and that will heal me. Right now I'm not damaged, so it won't do anything, so it's not a big deal, but I want to create a macro to hotkey to heal myself, my bandages. So let's go to options and go to the macro options, click add. Let's make it, I like mine spacebar, that's usually what I use, and let's see if we can find the heal self. Bandage self, there it is right there. So bandage self, and I hit apply, and now whenever I hit spacebar, my hotkey will automatically use those bandages on my own character, so I don't have to double click them and click on myself. You could also set up there is the option to create a bandage target. So if you're playing with a friend, if you want to make that control spacebar maybe, and then you can go to bandage target. You can click apply on that, and then you can have control spacebar, and you can click on a target with that. I'm going to run up to the, let's just run out to the west. We're not going to go up to the north right now, we're just going to head west, southwest, outside of town, following the trails to get out of the city here. Across the bridge, and south of the town. As you can see, it's a pretty big world. Alright, we found some animals here. This is perfect. I'm going to hit F1 and equip my katana. I know it's equipped because there it is in my paper doll. And I'm going to activate war mode. Now in activate war mode, you're going to hit tab. Now, your cursor turns red when you're in war mode, and this means you're ready to fight things. We want to make sure that we have it so it's toggle war mode, and then we're going to do that inside of options, and then you need to go to in the mouse area again, and make sure this is not checked. You do not want to check here. Hold down tab key for combat. If that's checked, you're going to have to hold down your tab key whenever you want to start double clicking on monsters to fight them. We want that unchecked. We want to make sure we hit apply, so that now we just have to click tab once, or to turn on our attack cursor so it's all red, and tab turn it off when it's white. I want it red, and then we're going to double left click on a nearby creature. So there's a pig over here. I'm going to double left click on him. He's gray, so that means I can attack him without any consequences. And double left click on him and attack. And my guy will start to swing. So this is more like your guy will automatically swing as long as you're next to the creature. And as I'm fighting him, you can see that I'm gaining skills. I'm gaining tactics, which will increase my weapon damage. I'm gaining anatomy, which is a skill that we're going to need to increase our damage, but also help us with our healing. You'll see the numbers popping up above my head. The red one's the damage I'm taking, the yellow one's the damage the monster's taking. Oh, sorry, the red one's the damage the monster's taking, the yellow's the damage I'm taking. And I can left click and drag out the monster's heal bar. Also double left clicking on them will bring it up as well. So you can see I'm defeating this pig and gaining a fair amount of skills while doing so. Start with weaker animals. Bears are more difficult. You might want to wait till you get to about 30 or 40 swordsmanship and tactics before you start fighting bears. Stick to pigs, sheep, rats, these low-level creatures. Start gaining your skills. When you get to 30 or 40 skills, you can start fighting bears, and you can even head to the Britain graveyard, which we'll go through in another video of how exactly to get there and how to be careful when hunting in that area. So I think that takes us through most of the basics of how to develop your character. It'll take you probably 3 or 4 hours to max out to get to about 100 swordsmanship if you're constantly fighting monsters. As I said, we have healing to heal yourself, so whenever you're fighting monsters in the forest, if your health bar gets low up here, just hit space bar and you'll be able to bandage yourself. So I'll show you right now. And it'll say you begin applying the bandages down here in the bottom left corner, and your fingers slip. That means that you're being hit while you're fighting this monster, and it's going to increase your chance to fail. But since we've spent some money on bandage, the healing skill, we should be okay to fight monsters like this. Although it said we failed, you apply the bandages, but they barely help because our anatomy is so low. That's why we want to stick to these weaker animals right now. Alright, I'm going to finish off this pig. Alright, the pig is dead. I can double left click on the corpse and open it up and have access to any items that dropped. You would left click and drag any items from the corpse into your backpack in order to access them. Pigs don't carry any loot really, so it's not a big deal. Alright, one more important thing we're going to do right now. I'm going to take us to the maid shop in town and get us access to some spells.